as we have discussed in our emails and our group recently, we are starting the free YouTube marketing for coaches training right now. This is very exciting. I have not done one of these before, and as someone who really does want to kind of give back to her fellow coaches and the world in general, big deal for me. So, what we're going to do really quickly is we're going to go through the process of what it took for me to build my business through YouTube and exactly what that meant for me and a whole bunch of other stuff. All right. So bear with me 1 second while I'm waiting for the chat to pop up and we will just get started. Okay. So a little bit of housekeeping. To begin with, I want you to know that what I'm going to do is go through the whole process. I'm going to go through the whole lesson that I'm teaching today, which is quite a lesson. And then I'm going to answer the questions that were asked of me beforehand in the group and in the course. And then I'm just going to go ahead and open up for questions. So if you are interested in having your questions answered today, this is where you're going to do it at. All right. So let's get going. All right. So first of all, let me just say welcome to coaches, healers, anyone who's interested in being here today. Today, I'm going to teach you how to use YouTube to get your message out there to the world and to grow your coaching business at the same time and without like going broke and selling your soul in the process. How about that? So first of all, I want to thank you for joining me. As a little bonus, I've packaged up some special resources for you over at Life Makeover Academy, and they're going to be available for you shortly after this live stream. So if you're watching the replay, they're already there. And I'll tell you how to get them at the end of this training, so stick with me. All right. All right. So the other thing I want you to remember is you don't need to worry about taking real extensive notes because at the end of the workshop, I'm going to tell you how to get everything you need to know after this. All right. So before we continue, I want to tell you what you're going to discover very specifically during this workshop today. Okay. So you're going to discover, first of all, why YouTube is the best platform for building literally any business, but especially a coaching business. All right. And I'm going to tell you how coaching business from like a side hustle to a full-time six-figure business where I literally stopped working for other people and had to hire people to work for me because I was so busy. How I finally narrowed down my niche and why you have to do the same thing if you want to succeed. And the exact progression of how I used YouTube to not only build an amazing community, supportive, wonderful people who really do make my life better every single day, and also a thriving coaching business, and of course, how you can do the same thing. I'm going to teach you the secret sauce that most coaches on YouTube are missing and how you can create it for yourself so that you can succeed just like I'm succeeding. And I'm going to teach you the truth of what you really need to start a YouTube channel successfully. The truth. And then you might be shocked by it. And what you really need to know about competition on YouTube and in your own niche. Plus, why the YouTube monetization rules recently announced have nothing to do with you and they don't matter. And exactly which steps you should take to start and grow your YouTube channel. Plus, what the best platforms are and the best tools are for taking your YouTube channel and your coaching business to the next level. And a whole bunch of other stuff too. So here's my promise for you today. A step-by-step strategy for building and growing your YouTube channel and a community that will help you to build your coaching business, your tribe, so to speak. So today I'm totally spilling the beans on why and how it all works. Plus, I'm going to share some really important things that you have to understand if you're going to make it work for you. Okay? So let me ask you a couple of questions. Does this sound like you? Are you a coach or a healer with a special gift or passion and desire to help people really change their lives, but your business just can't seem to get off the ground? Or maybe you're a new coach and you're not sure where to begin? Do you want to grow your client list and your income, but you kind of feel weird trying to sell yourself or anything to anybody? Are you tired of watching other coaches succeed, but you can't seem to get off the ground? Or are you finding maybe a little bit of success? You got a couple clients, but you really want to grow your business from being a side hustle to being your full-time business? Are you looking for a way to really help people make their lives better, but kind of feel like you're spinning your wheels in the process? Or are you working way too hard with little return on that investment? Too many hours, burning out, stuck? Maybe that's not familiar to you. Maybe you're struggling to break free from the daily grind and Looking to create a career you love and one that might help other people make their lives better? Most of what we've been taught about growing our coaching business is pretty right. It's pretty accurate, believe it or not. But if you're struggling to succeed, maybe you find yourself doubting what you've learned. And I'm here to tell you, my friend, you might already be on the right track, but you've got to find your secret sauce, that thing that takes you from unknown coach to happily, successfully, busy, well known coach. And you might not be well known in the whole wide world, but you'll be well known enough in your niche that people will be interested in what you have to say. What about that? You can become an expert, a recognized expert. You're already an expert, aren't you? So here's the thing, if I'm being really honest, what I want to do is I want to help you to avoid the same kinds of mistakes that I made so you can get moving faster using what I'm going to share with you today. And I have a really good reason for that, and I'm going to share that with you as we get through the training today. You'll be surprised, but it's true. Are you ready for this? It's a big deal. Tell me. Tell me if you're ready. All right. Here's the real problem. You are missing what I was missing. And really, you're going to be, it's the power of YouTube to grow your tribe and your community, your small army, your inner circle, whatever you want to call it. Your tribe's out there. You just haven't all met them yet. Met all of them anyway. Uh, and you've got to have a working blueprint of what it's going to take for you to make all of this happen, and a really specific one if you actually want to succeed, without spinning your wheels and wasting your time. So there's a big secret to success in coaching these days. And the importance of this secret is so often underexpressed that so many of us miss it or we discount it. And so here's the one thing that you need to know: successful coaches are successful because they know who their target audience is, and they know who their clients are, or their potential clients, and they know exactly what those people need from them, want from them, and they deliver it. I know it sounds too simple, right? But look, if you're like a lot of coaches, you know you totally have what it takes to help people make their lives better, change, transform, whatever it is you're trying to do. But you can't quite seem to connect with your tribe, at least not the greater majority of them, right? Or your small army of supporters. And you're starting to think, maybe I should go back to the drawing board. Maybe coaching isn't for me after all, right? But today, my friend, if you're willing to do this with me, the game's going to change for you. Okay? If you're ready and you're willing to take action and follow your dreams, well, guess what? I'm here to help you do just that. All right? So, who am I? And why do I feel like I'm qualified to teach you this stuff anyway? Well, I'm going to answer you. I'm going to tell you all about it. And I know some of you know me. Okay? Can you guys hear me? My sound is very low. Okay, let me see what I can do here. Turn it up. Test, 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 test. How about now? I'm having a rough day, you guys. This really is good information I'm sharing with you. Apparently, I'm not technically sound today. La 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 la. Now? No? No? This yes, yes, yes. Okay. Still? I'm sorry, guys. This is horrible. All right. Yes. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now. Okay. Okay, here we go. Thank goodness. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm here. I'm talking. I'm so sorry. Do you guys want me to repeat everything I just said, or do you want me to keep going? Because I think really I should just keep going. Tell me what your thoughts are, really quick. Keep going. Thumbs up. Keep going. Okay, good now. Okay, well, here we go. I'm going to keep going. Okay, so basically, oh, what a bummer. All right. I guess I'm just gonna, let me see what you guys said. I'm sorry. This is terrible. Keep going. Yep. Okay, good. Good, good. Here we go. Thank you for sticking with me, guys. I appreciate you very much. Okay, from current, here we go. Okay, so who am I and why am I qualified to teach you all about this stuff anyway, huh? So for those of you who don't know me, and I quite honestly, I think all of you might who are in the live stream, but here we go. I'm Angie Atkinson. I'm the founder of Blissfire Media, LLC. I'm a successful author, YouTuber, life coach, certified life coach. More than 33,000 subscribers on my main channel. I've written more than 20 books. I'm the creator of queenbeing.com, and my YouTube channel has been featured by FeedSpot in several categories as one of the top 25 in my niche around the world. Actually, in 2 of the categories, one of the top 3, and the other category, one of the top 6. What's up? 2 years ago, like I mentioned, I started posting videos on YouTube and took my coaching business from a side hustle to a 6-figure business. So I'm here to help you do the same thing. And I'm going to help you use YouTube to grow your own coaching business without selling your soul or giving up your life, right? Okay, quickly, confession time. I wasn't always so cool. I'm not so cool. I'm just kidding. But I did struggle. I struggled. When I lost my job in 2005, part of me was secretly thrilled. I can't lie, but I was a little stressed. But still, I had long wanted to get out of the corporate world, and I knew somehow that I was meant for something different, something more, I thought. But after a while, I was floundering. I wanted to make money doing the things that I loved, but I did not want to work for the man, okay? I was a journalist. I'd been in love with writing since I was 6 years old. I knew that I wanted writing to be a part of my dream job, but I also knew that I wanted to help people make their lives better, and I didn't really know how to do all of that. So I started a personal development blog, which back then was called In Pursuit of Fulfillment. It later became Queen Being, but we'll get there. At first, I sort of wrote for myself, and I was literally writing through my own issues. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was actually writing for my current audience. Okay. I loved writing, but something was missing. Money. Really, it was money. AdSense was sort of a joke at the time. I was literally making like 78 cents a month. Social media as we know it today, it didn't exist in the same way, and I felt stifled by everything. So what did I do? I did what any resourceful girl would do. I started freelancing. I knew that I knew how to write. I knew I was an editor. I had been a journalist in a past life. I built websites. I did social media marketing. I worked as an online journalist for a long time. Basically, I was doing things for other people and other businesses, helping them follow their dreams and grow their passion projects and some larger businesses. So while I didn't totally hate what I was doing, I liked that part of it. My real passion was still kind of just a side hustle, and I found myself having to put my own projects on hold, on the back burner, left and right. I didn't like that. But sometimes I would even forget about them completely as I helped other people grow their dreams and their businesses, which was great, but I wasn't quite fulfilling what I thought was my real thing. So I was making really good money, and all of that was awesome. Right? Yeah. But then I kept feeling like something was just missing. Something wasn't quite right. I was just not quite where I wanted to be. And I was not helping enough people, in my opinion, or the right people, I thought. So this made me feel like, gosh, I really want to stop working for other people. I want to do my own thing. So I realized I was literally helping other people, of course, make their dreams come true, which was awesome. But my own stuff being on the back burner sucked. And aside from a few articles a month that would go viral on my blog, I wasn't getting very far. Definitely not making much money in my own side hustle, if any. I was making plenty of money on the other side, right? But then there was kind of a tragedy that happened in my family, and I'm not going to go into all the details, but my whole world sort of fell apart. I kind of went numb, and I couldn't function like a normal person for a whole year. terrible. All I did during this time when it came to work was just write blog posts every now and then, a few a week maybe. I totally lost my mojo, and I pretty much lost all my clients that I had, which were at the time website clients, social media marketing clients, etc. So my business was tanking, and I kind of just gave up on myself and thought, I'll just be a stay-at-home mom. Not that there's anything wrong with being a stay-at-home mom, but for me, it was kind of not exactly what I wanted to do. So I was completely lost, totally ineffective. And after that year, I finally started to get myself back together. I thought, okay, I'm going to get back to my business where I left off. Sure enough, I started picking up clients again. Everything was going great, but I still found myself being like, but something's missing. I'm not building my own dreams. I'm not totally happy, and I don't know why. So the end result, I was frustrated, overwhelmed. I was feeling like, oh, I don't have time to do what I really want to do. I have no idea how to make it happen, and I was burnt out. I was brain fried, generally spinning the wheels, fantasizing about actually succeeding, doing what I wanted to do, which was help people make their lives better. So if you have ever been nervous about jumping into something with both feet, or taking a risk, or failing when you try to start your own business, or never even quite making your dream come true of being a successful coach or healer, or of losing everything, including yourself, in the process, which I did, you're not alone, because guess what? I did it all. I've done it. I've been there. I've done it, etc. So here was my turning point. After I realized, as I'm working this business, I'm doing all this stuff one evening, because of course I couldn't do it during the day. I was doing my real work during the day. I started looking at my Google Analytics, and I recognized that all of my most read blog content was always related to my personal struggles with a particular issue in my life. And boom, light bulb moment. I decided that if I would do a 30-day experiment to see if I was onto something, maybe I would succeed. And I thought, what do I have to lose? So for 30 days, I decided I'm only going to write about this one topic. Only this one topic. Only things related to this particular niche. One post per day, okay? So what happened rather next was kind of unexpected, because my life literally changed forever. I'd always heard that niching down was important, but I had so many things I was interested in. But people kept swearing to me, oh, you got to choose a niche. You got to choose a single niche. It has to be real specific. I'm like, but what about all those other people who I could help, but I won't help because they won't be able to know that I could help them because they're not looking for that niche or whatever. What I don't want to turn away potential clients, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, but people kept saying, but when I chose a niche, it changed my world. And so despite my desire to keep talking about all the things I wanted to talk about, everything I was interested in, I followed some universal cues, let's say, and audience cues. And that was that they were reading everything I was writing about this one topic. And a lot of people, and it was, as a lot of you know, narcissistic abuse recovery for me. I wanted something that was way more interesting and so much more glamorous than that. I wanted to talk about fashion or, beauty or I don't even know. But like I said, I had all these signs kind of tossed in my lap, starting with the fact that every time I'd write about it, the post would go viral and people would reach out to me and send me their life story and tell me why I helped them or whatever. And so I went with it. I just went with it. I spent the first week of that 30 days completely rebranding myself, changing all my social media profiles to reflect this niche. And I started, launching a book that I had already written on the topic. And each day I'd write one new blog post on the topic, right? So near the end of the month, I was invited to speak on a live summit that featured a lot of other experts, two of whom were people I admired. One of them was Kim Saeed, who actually is going to be on my channel soon, by the way. And another one was John Gray, who I don't know if you guys know, he might be too young. But in the 90s, he was hanging out with Oprah, y'all. He the Mars and Venus series. And I was totally like, OMG, I'm 2 degrees from Oprah. I'm totally going to do this, right? So I decided that I was going to keep going for one more month. And around that time, I was invited to another event and featured in a podcast or two. And those events led me to keep going one more month on this topic. And well, be honest, I haven't stopped. I wrote several books on the topic. You can check them out at booksangieWrote.com, which just goes right to my Amazon page. It's a redirect. And related topics. I started my YouTube channel, which now has more than 33,000 subscribers, nearing 34. My main channel, not this one. And I launched a free private support group called SPAN, which became the Spanily, which means, support for people affected by narcissists on Facebook. I think there's more than 7,000 members now. Since I was a certified life coach, I also launched my coaching business officially at that time. And guess what? My whole world was changed. I accidentally discovered the secret to success. And it was the thing that was going to change my life forever, literally forever. The only pathway to lasting success as a coach and a YouTuber is that single niche, to stay focused on that single niche. It's really important, you guys. You have to know who you're talking to. You have to know what problem you're going to help them solve. And you have to get so specific, okay? And you have to, and this isn't even on my script, but I'm just going to throw this out there for you. You cannot help people do something that you have not yourself done. All right. So don't tell them you're a business coach if you haven't built a business. Don't tell them you're a marriage coach if you never have been married. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you are going to help your people get through, you have to have done it. And you have to say, hey, I've been there, I've done it. Let me tell you how to do it. Okay. Even if it's just a self-esteem coach and you used to have really bad self-esteem and now you're growing up. Why did you have bad self-esteem? And how can you connect with people? And bear with me because I know you're going, I can't get too specific because then nobody will come. Trust me, they're going to come. I'm going to tell you how, okay? You should be able to narrow your whole purpose on YouTube and in your coaching business down to a 1 or 2 sentence statement. I like a 1 sentence statement. For example, mine on my channel that I say every single day, and this is also true in my business, is this. My name's Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So in my coaching business, what do I help people do if you hear that sentence? Well, I help them to discover, understand, and overcome toxic abuse, narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships, which means I'm helping people who have been abused by someone with toxic narcissism or narcissistic personality disorder to recognize that abuse, which is often hard to do. There's a long story on that. I'm not going to go into it right now, but you can check out my channel if you want to, which is at youtube.com/Angie Atkinson, to understand both themselves and their abusers and to get out of those relationships and then rebuild their lives. How specific is that? It's ridiculously specific, and that is how specific you have to be. I know, you're like, well, I can't even succeed with such a small, specific audience. Doesn't this exclude thousands of would-be clients and opportunities? Maybe it does. But here's the thing. It also works like a beacon of light that totally shines out to the world. And the people who see it, the people who are drawn to it, guess who they are? They're the people who need your help. They're drawn to it to bees like honey. They know you feel them. They know you get them. They're able to trust you because they know you've been where they are. And they know that you can help them solve their problems because of this. All right. That's how you succeed. That's it. You have to stop trying to do it all. You can't be a general life coach. You can't be a solution focused life coach. You have to do more. You have to specifically target that audience. Laser target them. Unless your name is Tony Robbins or Oprah Winfrey or whatever, you are not going to make it as a general life coach. I'm not here to hurt your feelings. I'm just here to tell you, you got to get specific. And you can't just be like, oh, but I came up with this awesome method of making your life. I want to help people fix their whole lives too. But what I've learned is that you have to find your people. You have to find your tribe. And the coach of all niches market is already way oversaturated. And that's why people don't succeed there. If you want to do it right, you can, and I'll show you. You can use YouTube to start finding your tribe and, those people out there who you can help change their lives and who relate to you. Your very own small army, like I said, just like I have. Okay. So I know you're like, why are you sharing this with me for free? Why am I not worried about the competition? Don't I want to keep all these secrets to myself? Well, here's the deal. I don't believe in competition. I don't know if you know this, but I was actually watching Oprah on YouTube this morning. And did you know that the Latin translation of the word competition means to conspire together? Well, I know for sure that not everybody needs to hear the message the way I spill it. Not everybody connects with everybody. Everybody needs to hear it in a different way. And while I think I'm pretty likable, I know for sure that not everybody resonates with me. Plus, I know that everybody connects differently. And many people really like to have more than one teacher when they're trying to solve a particular problem. Maybe by teaching you this today, I can actually help you have a bigger, I could personally even have a bigger impact on the world, because maybe, by inadvertently helping you to help more people, I can help spread the positive, amazing energy further. And then maybe I'll get some good karma. I don't know. I'm just joking around. Not really. I'm totally serious. So let's conspire together to make the world a better place. Okay. One coach, one person at a time. All right. So who's with me? Let me hear it in the chat. Who's with me? Let me look at you guys and see how you're doing. Are you with me? Are you with me? Hey, Bon. All right. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, exactly. Okay. So if you guys are with me, let me see a yes in the chat. Anybody? Anybody? All right. I'm going to go on. I'm going to go on. Yes, ma'am, Aisha. Hey, girl. Hey. Awesome. Love her. She's my coach's coach. Love this woman. Yes, Larry. Yes, Fern L. Yes, Faith C. She found it. I'm glad. Bonnie's with me. Okay, here we go. Faith is with me. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So here's why it's important. This is the good stuff. We're getting the good stuff now. I just have to find my little thing again. All right. Okay. Why it all comes together. I've helped thousands of people recover from narcissistic abuse using a method I call the DUO method: discover, understand, overcome. Sorry. I've taught my empath entrepreneur method to hundreds of people who have found success in their very own niches, following their own passions. And in my empath entrepreneur mastermind group, I'm actively helping people grow their love-fueled, passion-fueled businesses every day so that they can help grow the positivity into the world while they help change lives. So this is a movement, y'all. It's a movement. I want to help you grow your coaching business and help you change the world one person at a time, for selfish reasons and unselfish ones, as I just explained. So let's get into the good stuff. Let's talk about how to make it happen, shall we? So we're going to discuss right now, why is YouTube so good for coaches? In addition to the fact that it's the second largest search engine on the planet and that it's owned by Google, the first largest, which means huge SEO value and better ranking for you, it's more than that, in my opinion and experience. The best part for me has been the active and very engaged community there. I was blogging for 10 years before I started YouTube, and in the 2 years I've been using YouTube, I've gotten thousands more interactions from viewers than I ever did from my blog. More likes, comments, and clients than ever. Second, as a coach, YouTube is incredible because it offers you something that blogging doesn't, and that is that people can see your face and they can hear your voice and they can see you looking at them in the eyes, okay? And that is, believe it or not, a way to connect with people. And then they go, oh yeah, she knows what she's talking about. He's up on this topic. He knows what's up. So why does it matter? Well, if you can offer these people answers to their questions, solutions to their problems, and inspiration to do better, well, you can grow your tribe. As a coach, you can grow your business, like, significantly. Okay. I know. If you're like me, you're like, I don't really want to try to sell myself to anybody, and I don't want to be braggy or pushy, or like, I don't want my friends and my family to think I'm weird, or, well, I'm not really, my life isn't perfect, so I can't really be a coach anyway, or whatever. But if you talk about your coaching business too much, or about how you can help, solve their problems, you're worried. You're like, they don't really want to hear. And maybe you're just afraid to put your face on camera. I don't know. I didn't at first. But if you're like a lot of coaches, maybe you aren't sure. How do I even start? Or do I have the faith in myself or the technical abilities to get it going, right? It's true. Maybe you're too shy to put yourself out there, or you have trouble figuring out what's most important. What do you need to do first to get going in the right direction, and why you're broke? I was broke. And because you're broke, maybe you think, I can't really buy any equipment to get going anyway. Maybe you see other people speaking with confidence in the same niche that you want to go into, and you're like, I'm not good enough. Or maybe you're worried that you don't have enough education. People will think you're a fraud or you're a perfectionist. Here's the biggest thing, what I think a lot of people stop for. Maybe you're a perfectionist and you keep telling yourself, I'm going to wait until I have everything in place perfectly before I start. when I lose weight, when I get my studio set up, when my skin clears up, or I get the right backdrop or whatever, right? But I'm here to tell you, not only do those things not matter, those things are just holding you back. What really matters is that you're committed, you're willing to grind, because you do have to. It's work. It's not just hanging out. I mean, it's work. But hey, you only have to get dressed from the waist up. That's something, right? But anyway, to put your whole self into your new venture, your coaching business, to do it with passion and purpose, you have to start. You can't do it if you're going to wait until you're ready. The fact is, you're never going to get anywhere if you wait until you're ready, because there's no ready. Just like having kids, they say, wait till you're ready, you'll never be ready. Well, that's the same deal with the coaching business, which is kind of a baby in itself, isn't it? I would not even be here right now if I waited till I was ready, y'all. I'm still not ready. I don't even have shoes on today. Since I managed to get over myself though, in my blocks, it turns out if I'm honest and I'm openly myself on these videos, and I'm vulnerable, and I'm like not scared to admit, that there are things wrong with me, and warts and all, I'm a real life person. Guess what? People like it better. People don't want a perfect person. I'm making more money than I ever did in the corporate world, and I'm not bragging when I say that. I'm just telling you that when you follow your purpose, that's how it rolls. Okay, when you follow your purpose and you do it with purpose. Oh, whatever. Okay, I'm happier than I've ever been, and I do work a lot of hours. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not just like a cakewalk, but it doesn't feel like work when you're doing what you love. In fact, I can't tell you how many times Coach Aisha and I have connected, talking at 3 o'clock in the morning when we've been in the middle of some passion project at the same time. And it's good stuff, but not that I'm saying you should stay up till 3, because you don't have to once you get going. All right. When you YouTube channel to grow your business and you do it right, it works. What I've shown you is basically the exact system I personally use to take my coaching business from side hustle to six-figure full-time business. And every day I get to do all of my favorite things. And I have people working for me, not just me working for people. So if you want me to help you implement all of this, I'd totally be honored to do that. So you can join my Start Your Own Online Work at Home Business Mastermind, aka Empath Mastermind, which is all about helping empaths start their business. So I'm not going to get all hypey. I'm going to do this really quick. You've heard me, you've heard my story. You know what I'm about. You know I can help you. The mastermind includes access to every single course, business and creative, at Life Makeover Academy. It includes regular business personal empowerment, so you can apply proven methods for increasing your skills to do what you want and help people make their lives better and support yourself and your family in the process. Video lessons, downloadable tools, information you won't get anywhere else on every aspect of starting and especially growing your own business and taking it from zero to success very quickly, and without making the same mistakes I did. This is not just for coaches. It's for empath entrepreneurs, anyone who is out to make the world better. It's a blueprint to creating power goals that actually manifest in your life and your business in record time. It offers you the option to create the life you really want, to create the business you really want. There is also a private mastermind group for daily support and inspiration, plus weekly live sessions with myself and your fellow coaches and creators and empath entrepreneurs. Weekly hot seat sessions, brand new. I've just added this one, where I will be focusing on one member by request without pressure. You would sign up for this to help someone, if they have a specific issue they want to talk about, or they want to laser focus on specific areas, or they want me to, help them grow their channel, give them a channel evaluation, a website evaluation, anything like that to help them take it to the next level. I'm doing that during those times. So look, if you can do what you love for a living every single day, and at the same time get to the point where you don't have to worry about money, you don't have to work for someone else, you're independent, you're self-sufficient, and choosing what happens every day in your life, how would that feel to you? It's like the ultimate game changer. So you'll get the tools and resources you need immediately when you sign up. You'll sort of jump to the head of the line on your action plan to change your coaching business and your life. You will get a complete system that covers all the areas that you need to equip yourself and achieve your dreams that you can immediately use to get what you want. You'll skip the trial and error because this course has already been proven to work, and you can benefit from the mistakes of others, including me. So you can skip over all that stuff, right? So you're going to get all the courses, including the new YouTube focus courses I've got on there, and of course, all the other business courses. Each week, a new module will be released to help you grow your business. As a mastermind, you get an opportunity to be involved with some other projects I'm not going to talk about here, but they can definitely help your business. And the mastermind becomes your secret weapon then to help you get clarity in your business, to help you have a beat in your business, know you do this and that you'll have support in the process, the confidence to start and grow that business beyond where you could have imagined, and with stuff that actually has been to work. Goals will be achieved if you want to. You can know that you will achieve those goals even if you start with nothing by using this particular blueprint that I'm going to that is shared with you there, and all kinds of other good stuff. So what if you had what if you what would it cost you? Well, let's start here. If you were paying a qualified business coach for weekly sessions one-on-one, you'd be paying minimum $800 a month, I think. Sometimes maybe you could get them for $500 if they're on the newer end of the spectrum. But a qualified coach, you're going to look at $800 or more. Because you're here and because you are aware of the situation, you're going to get access to my expansive and ever-evolving toolbox for business owners. In fact, I've put that in your free training anyway, so you don't have to sign up to get that. But you're also, but in this case, if you do join, the toolbox is much bigger and more expansive, right? My personal blueprint for coaching success is coming in to the mastermind, and it's $99 a month. So really quickly, I'm going to recap, then I'm going to answer the questions that you guys asked me beforehand, and I'm going to go then to the chat and ask you guys, answer your questions specifically. So go ahead and start adding them in the chat now if you want to. All right. To recap the mastermind, you get full access to all the learning modules, the tips, the tricks, the hacks, the tools, all the stuff, easily worth $5,000. And it's an ever evolving course. There's always more and more courses and modules being added. You'll get personal attention to help grow your business from me and my team. Plus the other amazing masterminds are very, very supportive of one another. It's a good thing. You're going to get a private mastermind group on Facebook, which is a $500 value. Plus, and the reason it's valuable is because it's hundreds of people. It's a small, tight-knit group. Everybody knows everybody, everybody supports everybody. And there are some of the masterminds here today who I'm sure could account for that. And free access to every current and upcoming Life Makeover Academy business, marketing, and writing course, which is currently nearly worth $1,000 just to buy the courses. And that's not even, fully accurate. And it grows regularly. I add new courses every month. So what are you waiting for? Isn't it about time to invest in yourself? Well, you can do it now by signing up at the link in the description below. And just remind yourself, you're going to want to invest in yourself and your business. And so when you are able to follow your passion, coach the people you want to coach, help the people you want to help, well, it'll all be worth it. And this is something that you're not only investing in your business, but in yourself. So ask yourself, when are you finally going to stop being stuck working for other people, doing things you don't love, or feeling broke, or feeling like you're not in control of your own life and business? It's time to take action, my friends. When are you going to take action? All right. Make your choice. Whatever you choose is fine with me. If you choose to just be here with me for this free training, that's totally okay with me. Just choose your option. Now, sign up for the limited time offer below by going to the link. I do want to mention that in the next 7 days, I'll be raising the price because it is such a valuable membership, and because I do put my personal time into it at least twice a week, if not more often, because I'm in the group chatting with people regularly. So it isn't the price is going up in 7 days. So just know that. It's time to make your decision, and we're going to go. Click the link before if you want to get started on that. Okay, now I'm going to answer the questions that were left in the group and in the event. So really quickly, somebody wanted me to walk them through making an intro. So here you go. Here it comes. Ready? Use intro cave. It's $10. Your other option is to use a decent free option, Magisto. If you're looking for something simple, you can upload up to 10 minutes of video and up to 10 photos for free, and they'll make you a little video. It's pretty good. So that's a free option for you. Intro Cave, you can do it for like $10 or 15 maybe. Okay, somebody asked me how to do the subscribe page, and I'm not sure what they meant by that. So if they're talking about on the blog, then that would be with your mail service, etc. If they were talking about on YouTube, the subscribe page is already there, but if you go into your YouTube dashboard, well, actually, if you're looking at your channel from a PC, you can click the customize channel button. And then I suggest that you create a 2-minute trailer when you're ready. Don't overwhelm yourself, because the most important thing is to start. And I'm going to talk about that as we, in these questions that are coming up. But, basically you have to ask for people to subscribe. So do that. A cheat sheet on camera settings using cell phone as video camera. That is something that I will add into your free training, but really the biggest thing is to find a camera app that works for you. I use one called Open Camera. It's only available on Android, but it works really well. And I will include some more information about that. How far away from my face do I put the camera? About 24 inches for me. It depends on you and how much you want to show, and how good your microphone is. What editing equipment or software do you need to begin? You don't need any editing equipment and software. You can start with your phone. If you have an iPhone, iMovie is great for starting. If you have an Android, I like Video Show Pro for starting, and I actually think that's available on Android as well. It's like $4. There's also a free version, but I like the paid version. It offers a few more options. So somebody says, I'm doing this on my own. I have a writer, me, a producer, me, an editor with a good eye but no experience using any editing software, me, a makeup artist, me, a set designer, me. I need step-by-step or cheat sheet instructions for how to create and upload to YouTube. And that is available in the mastermind, and I'm sure I can easily throw something like that in your after class gifts as well. And marketing director, me, get the picture? I get the picture. But I still edit my own videos every single day. The way I use Camtasia now, which you are creating educational videos, which most coaches are, you can get for half price. So tip from me to you. All right, what do you use? This is another question. As your editor to your videos, well, I just explained that, Camtasia. How do you best learn editing? Couple of things you can do. Number one, if you're on YouTube, go on YouTube and look around, and see what people are saying, because there's plenty of free tutorials on YouTube about how to edit videos. But really, I'm a nerd, and this is how I did it. I just started. I started doing it. I started learning how to use the software by editing my own videos. And then I continued to do that. And I got better. That's how I did it. And I'm still, not perfect, but I'm pretty good now. I'm getting better. So it's a process. Do you have a specific time you do your videos? Yes, I used to do, well, I do my morning chats. I do a live chat every single morning, Monday through Friday, usually around 10 a.m. my time. I create other videos as I can, and I post 7 days a week. And those are, I was posting them at 7 p.m., but I recently got a new tool called Morning Fame, which is listed in your list of, of tools in your gifts that I'm giving you. And it actually has helped me to see that some days I could have been choosing better times. So like Monday through Wednesday, it likes the 7 p.m. time, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, not so much. So I'm playing around with times based on analytics and things like that. So that's something everybody should do, because your audience may be online at 7 p.m. or not, and it makes sense that on certain evenings, it's not as good for my audience, because some of my audience is still involved with their abusers, and well, it might be a little harder to watch a video about an abuser next to an abuser. So anyway, how do you do your live interaction times? How do I do it? I use Zoom, which I'm using right now. It is free, but if you want to use it for going live, you do it through, you have to pay. It's like $54 a month. However, with that being said, you can use Google Hangouts for free. So that's what I would suggest when you're starting. That's what I did when I was starting. The only reason I switched to Zoom is because it's a seamless process, and it's easy for me to use. And Hangouts was okay to use, but you can do it. And if you want to know how to do it, I can let you know after. It's simple. It's simple. It should be self-explanatory, but if you need me to know, then if you need to know, let me know. Okay, I feel like I just lost my place. Hold on. Did I answer everything? Okay, hold on. And then I'll go over I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody's questions. Okay, how do I don't know if he had other questions, but Oh, Nikki Lee says off topic, but I look amazing today. Well, thank you. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go scroll on up and say hi to everybody and answer your questions, and we will let y'all have your own day. Let me apologize again for those earlier, what were they? The sound quality and everything. Hello, Carlita, Dima, Madeline, Shannon O'Brien, Carlita. I already said that. Hey, girl, hey. Sorry about the sound. Okay. I was far from my mic. You're right. Sorry about that. Okay. Freedom Lee. Hey, first time she caught this one live. Thank you for being here, Freedom Lee. Hello, Melina, Larry, Freedom Lee. Okay. Oh, when I turned it up, I lost. Okay. No. Okay. All right. We're getting to the questions. Throw your questions in if you have them. Laura Lee, hey. Yeah, you know Kim, don't you, Carlita? Yeah, she's awesome. Okay, Bonnie just found it. Hey, girl, hey. Happy to see her peeps here today. Yeah, different way to connect. Yep. Okay. Ms. Aisha, I'm so glad you came, Coach. Okay. Let's see, YouTube. And I want you guys to know, for anybody who just is still thinking about becoming a coach, Coach Aisha's the bomb. She is the coach's coach. I love her, and I cannot recommend her and her lessons enough. So anyway, moving right along. Okay. YouTube is how Bonnie found me. See? Exactly. Shannon says, Empath Entrepreneur is awesome. Thank you. Freedom Lee says, I found you on YouTube, Angie. Yeah, Shannon is one of our masterminds, by the way. Coach Aisha says, yes, Freedom Lee found me on YouTube also. That's right. Bonnie says, yep, you can do this in your underwear. That's right. Dressed from the waist up. Yeah. Oh, yes, indeed. Coach Aisha knows all about it. Okay. Shannon says, the mastermind group is the best. Angie's so positive, and the group members are so supportive. Thank you. And we have an amazing group. I'm really, really thrilled about the group. Okay. Bonnie says, mastermind group is great. Yep. Bonnie's a mastermind as well. She says, she joined. She feels like it's time to invest in herself. She feels like her business will find her as she's looking for a wonderful group. Yes, absolutely. Hello, Nikki Lee, and thank you for the compliment. Let's see here. Oops. Coach says, yes, of course I love you. I always support you. Thank you so much. And back at you, girl. Larry. Hey, Larry. See, Larry loves her too because he's one of her students as well. That's how I met Larry. Okay. Bonnie wants more information about writing as well as YouTube. I think I could be a coach also. Absolutely, you could be a coach, Bonnie. Absolutely, you could. Yes. So what do you want to know about writing? I've done videos about it. I'm happy to teach you more about writing. Let me know specifically what you're looking for. Larry says, Aisha, love you back. Oh, yeah. And Shannon also found me on YouTube. Indeed. She says, Angie was the only one at the time where I could figure out how to get into the live stream and post questions. Awesome. Yes, Larry is so passionate. He's such a sweetheart. I love me some Larry. Shannon O'Brien says the text notification really helped. Oh yeah, guys, thank you for reminding me, Shannon. Bonnie, tell me what you need to know about writing if you want me to tell you here. Otherwise, we can talk about it in our next mastermind, or I can send some information to you in the group. But I want to say this, for those of you who are going to start a YouTube channel and you've already started one and you want to grow it, this has been a big thing for my success. I do my daily live streams. You don't have to do daily live streams. I know people who succeed by doing other, like once a week live streams, twice a week live streams. Live streaming is real important on YouTube right now. Okay. And it's important because it's important because live streaming helps you to directly connect with people like we're doing right now. And the other thing is, depending on the type of coaching you do, you could actually get paid through the live streams. Every now and then somebody will throw me a few bucks through a live stream which I can't, I guess it depends on, maybe not, maybe it's not available on this channel. So it must be for people over a certain number of subscribers, but so I won't talk about that. But anyway, the text message. So I offer people a text message notification if they want it. They can sign up for it with their phones. And I put the link to the service I use for that in your classroom, and that link is below as well. And it's free. I'm not charging you to look at it, but it's really inexpensive. And I looked for a long time before I found one. So thank you for reminding me about that, Shannon. And on the same token, I wrote down a few other things I wanted to tell you about the new YouTube rules, right? So I don't know if you guys know this, but the new YouTube rules say you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time per year and 1,000 subscribers to even be considered for payment for the partner program. And I don't think that applies to you guys. I don't think it applies to anybody who's on YouTube to grow their business. And here's why. Yeah, you might not make any cash off YouTube till you reach that point. And I do make money from YouTube, and it's an okay amount of money, but it's a tiny percentage of what I make compared to what I make coaching, right? And the other thing I wanted to tell you about is that YouTube does still take you to more people. It helps you reach more people. It helps you to reach your people so much more quickly and easily than you could imagine. And all you really need to start, by the way, is your cell phone and some sunlight. As long as your phone has a halfway decent camera, sit next to a window. And literally, when I first started YouTube, you guys, don't judge me. When I first started YouTube, I was like this, talking into my phone, blah, 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 talking into my phone. That's how I started. And it worked great. People were like, okay, she knows about what I'm dealing with. And the people started to hire me, okay, as a coach to help them get through narcissistic abuse, y'all. And whatever your niche is, you can, you can, you can, you can. You don't have to have a bunch of equipment. You don't have to have a bunch of stuff. You need your cell phone and some sunlight. I swear to you. I swear to you. Just, if you hear nothing else from me today, hear this. Start today. So my challenge, I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to answer the rest of the questions. My challenge to you guys is to today take your cell phone, go outside or go next to a window and talk to it. Talk to it as though it's your ideal client. Introduce yourself to them, give them your elevator pitch, or tell them what you're all about. You know, if you don't even know what that is, say that. You know, if your journey, you can also record your journey on YouTube. There's so many things you can do. But remember this, don't just try to start a vlog, because that does not work unless you're like somebody famous already. Right now, you need to provide videos that offer solutions to whatever it is. You can do an intro video about yourself and what you're all about, and you should. But then you should offer videos from that point on that are all about solutions, like whatever your issue is. If you're like coaching, I'm going to say some random stuff right now. Let's say you're coaching mechanics to grow their businesses. Okay, because here we are very specific, right? You could get on there and say, okay, here's how you set up your garage. I don't know, I'm making stuff up, but you get the idea. You have to get specific with not only your niche, but also each video, because in order to, if you're ever going to keep creating content, you have to be willing to dig deep into your subject. So make sure that you're choosing something that matters to you, something you're passionate about. And again, something you personally have experienced and survived and or overcome or whatever. Okay. Now, I love this. Coach is going to start a 30-day challenge with her new market. She says, I like that you said I tried 30 days, 30 more days. That's how it was, girl. Exactly how it was. And you know, you were with me the whole time. We talked about it, but it's literally the truth. Okay, Carlita, I will talk about writing here. Talk to me about what you want to know. I'll answer any question you have. Coach says, meaning doing videos straight for 30 days and the new market and niche I'm getting into. Yeah, I think that's exactly what you should. I think it's a great idea. Absolutely. And let me know if you need any tips or ideas, because I'm here for you, girl. Laura Lee says, how can smaller YouTube channels keep up with the changes? 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers. Boom, there we are. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Okay, first of all, at the current point that I'm in right now, I have no problem. I'm totally fine. And to be honest with you, by the time I reached 1,000 subscribers, I had no problem. But that's not relevant. Okay. You can't let that be your reason for being here. Your reason for being here has to be to help people, and because you're passionate about whatever it is you're talking about. And what happens then is you can lead people to your other stuff, lead them to your coaching, lead them to your website, your blog, your product, your services. That's how YouTube is going to help you now. You know, the money that I make from YouTube is something, but it's not enough to survive on. Well, maybe it is if you're like super good at saving money. But not really, not in most cities. You couldn't survive on what I make on YouTube. And but it's enough that I can just about almost pay my house payment, you know. But that's irrelevant, because even if YouTube, knock on wood that they won't. But even if YouTube said to me, I'm done with paying you, I would stay here because YouTube helps you grow your business. It's the money that YouTube pays you is irrelevant to any of it because you literally, even though I do currently get paid by YouTube, it's not enough to really, for even the time that I put into making the videos. But what is the return on investment for my time is how it grows my business. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not relevant. But if you want to grow your channel fast, you do it by this. You post regularly, consistently. A lot of people are telling you every day, and I do post every day. You don't have to post every day, but however often you choose to post, like I think I started posting once a week, then twice a week, and so on and so forth. Take your time, but whatever you do, do it regularly. Don't feel like you need to build up a huge bank of content. But if I was being honest with you, I would tell you that, it's good to try to get ahead on your content if you can. So post it, the night before or the week before or whatever, if you can. But for right now, it's not going to be a huge deal because you don't have to worry about monetization. It actually offers you a certain amount of freedom, right? And the other thing is, interaction. So when anybody ever starts to comment on your channel, comment back. And when people like your like your video, say thank you if you see it happening. If people send you messages, try to respond if you can. I mean, at this point, I'm beyond overwhelmed with messages. I can't possibly answer them all. But at the beginning, I answered as many as I could. I still answer as many as I can. The percentage just seems a lot smaller now because there are so many coming my way. But the other thing is, when you're doing the videos, ask for the subscribe. So my basic video format goes like this. I just remembered I had some things in my bullet journal I wanted to show you. See, I marked them. Okay, so this is directly related to this question, Laura. So one of the things, in fact, one of the things that I have done is I've had my channel reviewed by a professional to see what I could do better. And the people in the mastermind group have had the opportunity to actually watch that review, which is cool. And it's still there for anyone who would like to watch it when you join, if you join today or some other day. This is what I was going to share with you too. The video format that I use. All right. You might want to grab a pencil. I don't know. So first I do the intro and the hook. So I'm like, if I'm talking about right now, we're talking about, YouTube marketing for coaches. I would be like, so blah, 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 YouTube. I would say something to draw people in and say, hey, today we're going to talk about YouTube marketing for coaches. Let's get started. Okay. I always mention my website. I say, today at queenbeing.com, we're going to talk about this. And then I go into the 3-second intro, and then I go, my name's Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, blah. So I introduce myself. I talk about what the channel's about. I ask for the subscription. So I say, my name's Angie Atkinson. On this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. And if that sounds good to you, hit the subscribe button and we'll get going. That's the deal every time. And then after I do that, I pop out with the content, whatever it is, whatever I'm helping them with that day. And then I say, hey, don't forget about the videos in the description and the thing above or whatever. And then I ask them a question of the day. And then I do my close and my outro. And then the upload process. Tags and description, cards, end screen, add content, link, and playlist to description. So find a bunch of content that you've made if you have a bunch of content, or find a few pieces that you've made that are connected to whatever you just talked about. So like if I'm talking about on my other channel, if I'm talking about flying monkeys, I'm going to go look for some other videos I made about flying monkeys and put them in the description in addition to all the other stuff. Of course, you want to make the description thoroughly, filled out so that if people are searching for things you're talking about, it's in the words, it's in the description. You want to make a custom thumbnail. I use vidIQ for this. TubeBuddy also offers this, and both of the free versions still offer the tube thing, the custom thumbnail thing from right inside your YouTube dashboard if you're on a PC. The other thing you can do is use Adobe Photoshop, iPicky, anything like that, all free. Custom thumbnails are important because it helps things stand out better. It helps your video stand out and be more likely for people to click on it. Add a pinned comment with either a question of the day or more videos that are related. That's important. Share to Pinterest. This is what I do for my stuff. I share to Pinterest, I share to Facebook, Twitter, Dig, Tumblr, StumbleUpon, LinkedIn, and I create a blog post, at least one. Oh, and blogger.com. I also have blogger.com stuff there where I post. And then the other important thing is, again, to respond to comments, put hearts on comments that you like, things like that. So yeah, and then tips for increasing watch time and subs. This is my own personal notes, by the way, that I'm sharing with you. Live stream often, because here's the thing. This is a little tip for you guys. If you were to, and I shared this with Rupa, one of my masterminds, because she was asking me about this. If you live stream 60 minutes a day, once a week for the whole year, not 60 minutes a day, 60 minutes once a week, and 20 people watch it, you would have 62,400 watch minutes. You need 240,000 in order to get the 4,000 hours. So if you do that 4 times a week for 60 minutes, well, you've got 249,600 minutes watched, which means if you live stream 4 times a week and 20 people watch it, boom, you're good. Okay. Now that may be too much to start with, but that's just live streaming. That's not talking about your videos. You know, your videos are going to get views too. And the more you live stream, the more people will be interested, et cetera, et cetera. So the other thing is creating strong community is important. And that's why, in fact, I meant to mention this earlier. That's why going on Facebook and creating a Facebook group that's connected to your YouTube community is really helpful. Long form content and short form content. And also because long form content is good for people who have the time to sit and watch it. Short form content, you know, shorter 5, 7, 3, 2-minute videos, those are good for people who are trying to watch something really quick and move on. Or because they don't know you and they need to be drawn in by knowing that you know what you're talking about. And if you show them that in a short video, they're more likely to watch your longer stuff. And then you're going to have subscriber content and like tentpole, like draw 'em in content. So tentpole is really like events, but anyway, subscriber content and draw 'em in content. So the subscriber content is going to be like when our live stream moderator decided he was kind of semi-retiring the other day, and so we had a little Spanily gathering, you know, we're all together for just a little while on the stream to talk about goodbye to this person. Not that he was really leaving, but he was leaving that position. And so everybody came together. We talked about it. That was totally a subscriber content. That was not for anybody else. But you see, that's the thing. If you create content like that, you bring these people into your circle, and these people are part of your life. They are part of my life. Like, I love these people like family. Not kidding, it's real. Okay. And then playlists are important. So creating playlists of a little series of content. Cards are important, which you can add in the edit screen. And then the pinned comment is a newer thing that I'm doing. So all of those things matter. All right. Coach says, me need to, yeah, I got that. Okay, very good. Laura Lee says, how can smaller YouTube channels? Yeah, I did that one. Okay. Shannon O'Brien says, I was so in the narcissistic abuse fog that the text notification was her way to remember to go to the live stream. And that is, you know, and I'm like that too sometimes. I mean, I was, and I don't, now I send the text notification, but the little things like that, thinking about the specific people you're targeting, how can you help them? You know, and that tiny thing, sending a text message to Shannon and the several hundred other people who've signed up for it, helps them be okay. Oh, time to go to the, you know, it's basically, it's a community. And the YouTube group that gets together every morning, that's a community. The SPAN group on Facebook, that's a community. Some of them are over, you know, crossing over. We have admins now, we have an admin group on the channel, and on the SPAN group, separate admin groups. So interesting stuff. Let's see here. Oops, hold on. Hey, Jillian. Okay, Aisha says, wait a minute. Okay. Aisha says, I know YouTube works because my channel is nowhere as much as yours, and I drive so much traffic to my site and programs with it. Exactly. You don't have to have a huge channel to make money through YouTube. You don't have to. You just have to reach the people who want to be reached. The reason I created this channel to talk about things like this, I don't make any money off this channel at all, but I've attracted people who are in the same mindset, other coaches, other healers, people who want to help people do better in their lives here, and they've joined the mastermind group, and that is beneficial to all of us to create this community. But the reason I don't talk about this stuff on my main channel is because this is not what my main channel is about, and you should always remember that. Only talk about what your audience on that channel wants. If you need to talk about other stuff, create a different channel if you want to succeed. but don't create a different channel really, because unless you've already gotten to the point where, you know, this is the side hustle for me at this point. It's something I enjoy doing, something I love to talk about, and again, it's a good karma factor for me. So, all right, let's see here. Bonnie says, yes, live stream is excellent. It is very popular with the political commentary channels too. And they survive by live stream donations from the audience. It's amazing, helpful to all. Yeah. I do not get a lot of donations every now, and I don't ask for them. Every now and then I will have people, like just the other day, somebody gave me $100. Liza, somebody, and I couldn't even, I was shocked. Somebody gave me $100 on a live stream, but I don't ask for that because a lot of my people don't even have access to money when they're in the depth of abuse. So depending on your audience and what they're all about, you could do that. If you're teaching people how to grow a YouTube channel, you could, you know, have them pay you a super chat amount, and then you could, you know, I've seen people do this. They, like Nick Nimmin, he does a live stream. He lasts forever on his like 4-hour live stream, and he takes, you know, super chat they call it, where you can click a button. You can't do it on this channel. It's not even an option. I don't even have this channel monetized at all, so it's irrelevant. But even if I did, I don't know that they would let me take super chat because the channel's still small. But people pay the super chat, and then he puts them in the queue and he reviews their channels. So I've done that before for him. Lots of different ways you can make money. Coach says, do you have to have a certain amount of subscribers before you go live? That is a really good question. And oh, good, Laura, I'm glad I answered your question. I think, Coach, that it's something, I think you have to have a certain amount of watch time. Maybe I can look into that. I don't remember, but I think it used to be 100 subscribers, but I think they made it live. I think they made it an option for everyone now through the phone, but you can use Google Hangouts live no matter what. And of course you can broadcast through various services like Zoom, for example. I think anyone can, I think, but I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me. Laura Lee says, I answered a question. She said, should I delete my videos from my channel? That is not part of my niche. Okay, listen, no, don't delete them, just private them. If you really don't want people to see them. If they're not part of your niche, but they're still decent, you could leave them there because eventually they'll get buried by your other videos, but do not delete them if they have any watch time or views or likes at all. If people have looked at them even 5 or 6 times, leave them on there, because if you just put them to private instead of or even unlisted, then what'll happen is, like, if you've embedded these in other places like your blog or anything like that, leave it, but put it on unlisted. That way the people can still find the old videos if they, you know, if they were embedded somewhere. If they weren't embedded somewhere, then just put them on private. That way you won't lose any views that you got during those videos, because you need that certain amount of views to be monetized if you choose to go that route. Not that it matters, but some people it matters too. But don't delete them. Larry says, yes, love the people. Number one. Yes, the people are the most important thing. That's what you have to remember. The money is not, it's not huge, you guys. It's not huge. It's something, but it's not enough. Again, if YouTube told me I'm not doing this, you're not getting paid anymore, I would continue with YouTube because it helps me grow my business. So the money is just a little bitty bonus compared to what I make doing my business. Jillian says, I'll review. Hey, Jillian, she'll review as soon as possible. Laura Lee's got me. Okay, Bonnie says, what do you think about that guy on YouTube, James, that uses the computerized meme cartoon and the computer voice instead of putting yourself out there in person? I know, instead. Okay. What do you think? Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. I don't, Bonnie, I don't have a problem with that. And apparently a lot of people also don't have a problem with that because they've been watching him for a long time. I don't personally enjoy videos like that. And so I don't make videos like that. I have made cartoon videos, but I use my own real voice when I do it. But I don't do it regularly because they don't get as many hits. And that's another important thing to think about. Watch your analytics and see what your people want. If you listen to your audience, they'll tell you what they want. They'll tell you who they are, and they'll tell you what not to do. So I used to put a lot of music in my videos, and people were like, no, we hate music. We have sensory issues. So I was like, okay, I'm listening, you know? And the other thing I found is if I watch my videos through each time, it's really important stuff. It helps me to know, okay, if I can stay interested in my own video for 7 minutes or whatever, then somebody else probably can too. So it's good stuff. Yeah. And Jillian says, I knew a lot went into this, but wow, I know, right? It's something. Shannon says, Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. I lost my place. Okay. Sorry, guys. I do have a problem with the chat scrolling on me sometimes. Okay. Shannon says, that's cool. I didn't know that YouTube counted all those minutes from live streams. I do believe that's true. Yeah. Oh, I know that's true. I know that's true. Yeah. Jillian says, got it. Live stream for community. Yes. Important. Important. And honestly, if I'm being really, really straight up with you guys, I don't get as many watch minutes from my live streams as I do from my videos. In fact, sometimes I lose subscribers over live streams, or I lose subscribers over controversial topics I discuss or whatever. But the way I see it is that the people that do show up for me every day, that's my inner circle. Those are my people. So I'm still going to keep doing those live streams because those people have told me without question they need me to be there. So I'm there. And that's important to me and to them. You know what I'm saying? So, in fact, when I can't be there, which is rare, but every now and then I won't feel well or I can't make it in for some reason, I'll text him and I'll say, guys, I'm sorry, I'm not going to make it today. So they know because I feel like I'm accountable to them. You have to be accountable to your people. Okay, moving on. Bonnie says, I feel like Angie and Spanily, Angie, I feel like Angie and Spanily peeps are family too. Exactly. I feel the same way. She says it's an amazing group, masterminds as well. Just what if it's a force? I love that. Positive and moving forward. It's a healing journey. Absolutely 100%. Totally agree with you. Yes. Larry says, great training. Awesome sauce. Thanks, Angie. Very helpful. I'm so glad you've enjoyed it, Larry. Thank you for being here. Shannon says, I got my first text message when I was at the dollar store. I had signed up the day before, but had already forgotten. She says, I went to the stream and saw Angie lovely smiley face and pink glitter. And I was like, wow, that's the place I want to go today. I love that. Thank you so much. Yes. Jillian says, perfect. Channel specific content only. Yes. Some of you guys who watched my channel way back when probably recall that I did some of the empath entrepreneur stuff originally on my channel. But then I realized I wasn't serving people by doing that. I was not serving my people who came to me in the first place. And so those who said, hey, I want to know about empath entrepreneur stuff, I was like, come over to this channel. And some of them did. And here you are. So, you know, this channel I think has 300 and something subscribers right now. I think. I don't even know actually. I should look. I don't really pay that much attention because, again, I'm not trying to make money with this channel, but I think it's 300 and something. So anyway, all right. I love that, Shannon. Yeah, Jillian, perfect. Yes. Okay. And where was I? Had my first text. Okay. Colleen says, yay, finally got in. Hi, everyone. Hey, Colleen, how you doing? Colleen is awesome. And Colleen is somebody who also found me on YouTube, who I consider family today. All right. And Carlita Vega. I think Carlita found me in coach school, I think. And then we became connected other ways too. Carlita actually helped me with, and so did Jillian, with my most recent book, but I have a new one coming out with a bunch of other people involved. But on narcissistic abuse recovery. She's one of my fellow authors, and so is Jillian. So anyway, she says, don't be ashamed to want to get paid. Doctors tell people all the time and get paid big. Make helping people your priority and the money will come. Exactly. That's exactly right. Yes. And that's the thing. Yes. Jillian says, yeah, but that's what I love about you, Angie. You're not afraid of the truth and you're not afraid to take some calculated risks. And I admire your fortitude so much. You're just all around awesome. Thank you, Jillian. And you know, I feel the same way about you. I just want you to know that. Okay. Aisha said she has to go. Okay, later. She will. Oh, Facebook wouldn't let her share it. I'm sorry. Dad Surviving Divorce is here. Hey, 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 how you doing? He's one of my fellow YouTubers in narcissistic abuse recovery. I've had him on my channel before. He's awesome. So if you've ever struggled with that, hit his channel up and subscribe. Let's see here. He says, I think having your face and voice out there is important. So people are making a connection with you. That's absolutely the truth. Absolutely the truth. Yes. Jillian says, I can't wait to go back to the beginning. Sorry, I tuned in late. No worries at all. No worries at all. She says, I should have contributed to the new book. Hey, honey, I understand the situation. Don't stress about it, but the book isn't published yet. So, you know. Anyway, Laura Lee says, awesome training. Thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure. Okay, you guys, I'm about to wrap up. I didn't know if Carlita wanted me to talk specifically. Somebody asked me, I thought it was Carlita to talk specifically about writing, but I'm not sure what you want to know. There's so many things I could say. I have done other videos on that, and I will do more if you guys are interested, so let me know. But I do have tons of writing material in the mastermind if that's of any interest to you. So in the mastermind classroom. And again, it's all content that you can consume at your, leisure or at your own pace. There's no limits. So as long as you're a member, you get access to like literally every single business course on the site. All right, guys. Oh, Carlita says, I found you on you. Oh, okay, okay. Now she's going, I did not know that. Okay. She says, I found you on YouTube when I was just finding out about narcissism. I'm going through coaching certification now. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Carlita, did you have specific questions or was it somebody else who asked me to talk about writing? Wait a minute. I thought it was you. But obviously, you know how to write. You've written. Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to wait another second or two, and if you guys are good to go, I'm going to wrap up for today. I will put this video in both the event and in the course that you signed up for if you did sign up for this. And if you didn't, all of that is down in the description below so you can sign up directly. And I am about to wrap up. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of my day and my life. I think all of you guys who are here in the live stream are people that I know, and I'm so grateful for having seen you today. And if you are watching on the replay, please feel free to connect with me. I will talk to you all very soon. Hugs and love. Thanks for being a part of my day and my life, and thanks for letting me be a part of yours. Oops, wait a minute, almost there. Carlita says, you said you were going to talk about to someone else about writing. Okay, cool. Okay. You were asking for me to do it here. Did you have any specific questions, or do you just mean on this channel? Do you want me to talk about it right now, or do you want me to talk about it in the future? Do you have a question specifically that I can ask you? That I can answer for you. Let me know. I'm going to wait another minute because I know we have a slight delay with the thingy bopper. What's it called? Oh, here we go. I'm spilling water on myself on camera and whatnot. Okay. Bonnie says, thank you. Nice to see everyone. Writing, I don't know. I'm just going to really quickly tell you, Carlita, while I wait. Oh, she said nothing specific. Okay. Well, I'll just tell you this. Writing was my first, love you too, Jillian. Writing was my first passion as far as it goes. I always knew I was going to be a writer. I never knew exactly all the details, but I will do an entire free training course on that if you're interested. Let me know and I'll put that together in the next few weeks. All right. Okay. Colleen, thank you so much. Jillian, love you too. Colleen says, thank you so much, Andy. You're the best. Back at you, girl. All right. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you here today. You guys are all part of my inner circle. And that means so much that you came here to support me. And I hope I gave you something back as well. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Hugs and love.